If you plan on keeping your lawnmower for a number of years, the first thing you do before you take it into use every time is check the oil. This seems to be a bit overfull. There can be some reasons for that. It doesn't really smell, but again, this machine has also been standing outside in the rain. Maybe water got into it, and that's really not ideal. Now, just like your air filter, just change the oil every year. It will make your engine last much longer because oil actually wears out, and if it wears out, it begins to wear the engine out. And you can see signs of that if you drain the oil. If your engine is starting to wear itself down, you will see stripes and glittery stuff, and that's basically metal parts in the oil. Normally I tip the machine up on its back wheels for easier access. On this particular machine, you drain the oil from underneath. There's a drain plug here. I have seen machines that does not have a drain plug. Then you have to turn it on its side or get one of those suction things so you can suck up the oil from the fill. Some of them is really stuck on there. This one was not, luckily. Now look at the oil coming out. Doesn't actually look too bad right off the bat here, but let's see. So I'm just gonna let it drain for a couple of minutes. Normally, before I change oil on a machine, I start up the engine and let it run for, I don't know, 5 minutes. So the engine gets warm and therefore the oil gets warm, and if there is any contaminants in the oil, it gets splashed around and gets drained out with the nice and warm oil. So I'm gonna let it drain and let's see what we got. Now let's have a look at our oil here. Actually, you can see a little bit of stripes there, but most of all I just think the oil is really thin, which means that it is worn out, I do believe. Now this is a machine from 2018, so it's actually 6 years old. But my impression is that people do not change their oil on their lawnmowers. So if this engine has been running for 6 years with the same oil, I guess this is acceptable. Just change your oil every year. Your engine will last so much longer. Now you can get specific lawnmower engine oil, and I looked on the lines and it says that it is a SAE 30 oil and it behaves identical hot or cold. I use 10W40 because it was the cheapest one. No, I've read somewhere that actually a 5V40 would be suitable for air-cooled engines, but they didn't have it. So I just took the next number up. The first number I do believe is how good it flows when it's cold. I use 10W40. I have been for, I want to say 40 lawnmowers now. I haven't had a complaint yet. So use the recommended oil for your machine and then you won't go bad. Now a little tip regarding your drain plug. do yourself the favor that either the drain plug is completely out or either it is completely tightened. Don't put it in finger tight and say to yourself, I'm gonna tighten it later. No, tighten it while you are there, because then you won't forget, and then 2 weeks down the line the plug has gotten loose, rattles out, leaves a trail of oil everywhere, and you might burn up your engine. Put it in, tighten it, then it's good. Now let's put in some fresh stuff on this machine. Whenever you're working down here with the blade and stuff, take out your plug wire just to be safe. Now let's put in some oil. That's a quarter. I do believe that most lawnmowers, they can take around half a liter or 0.6 liters. But that's just a quarter liter. Let's see. I think we're just on the stick here, so. We're in there. It's right on the money. Now, a thing to note here, if you do have a Honda engine, when you check your engine oil, I don't know if I have a Honda out here, I can show you, but normally on a Honda there's a sticker above the oil fill. And I don't know how many knows this, but actually the sticker shows you that when you check the oil, just put in the cap with your oil stick on. If you screw it in, then you will actually get a wrong reading. The sticker says to put it in loose, check it, check your level. If you you will get a too low you will get a too low oil level if you check it with the cap screwed in place. Yeah, the oil level is good now. Let me see if I have a Honda. I have a really old one here, and as I said, the oil cap is not screwed in when you're checking your oil level. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. This was not really a how to get your engine to start again. It's just maintenance of a lawnmower. If you neglect it, you might end up in trouble along the way. So just change your oil and change your filter every year. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.